Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel for my wear test video, we are going to be testing out the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer, not the regular one. If you are new to my channel, every Tuesday I do a wear test video testing a product, typically a foundation, but I am branching out into concealers because I am on the search for the perfect under eye concealer for over 40, fine lines, dark circles. Aren't we all in the search for that? And I want one I can use without a corrector. A lot of these new ones are multi-purpose and able to do both of these things. So I'm very excited to give this a try today. Now let's talk about the specifics that Sephora's site says. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer and the size is 0.33 ounces, which seems to be about typical for a concealer now. It is $29, which is again about middle of the road. It comes in 22 different colors, which I feel as if is a decent color range for concealers. What it is a skin-loving concealer with nurturing botanical extracts that blends easily and is ideal for dark circles, redness, spots, and imperfections with up to a 12-hour wear and 22 shades. The coverage is medium, finish is radiant, formulation is liquid, and it is for skin types that are normal, dry, combination, and oily. Some of the highlighted ingredients are camelina oil and kukui oil, which are rich in vitamins to help keep skin moisturized. Bilberry seed oil, which helps skin appear glowy and healthy. Chia extract, which is rich in omega-3s and is known to help minimize the appearance of fine, dry lines. Some of their information that they want you to know is this is a radiant concealer with all-day hydration, is creamy, comforting, and super blendable. Perfect for concealing and contouring. It instantly brightens the look of dark circles. It hides spots and imperfections and tones down redness. It is waterproof, sweatproof, humidity resistant, and won't settle into fine lines and lasts for up to 12 hours. They suggest using this concealer by choosing a concealer shade that matches your foundation or is one shade lighter. For best results, apply the concealer after applying your foundation. To conceal, contour, and highlight large areas, use the flat, angled edge of the applicator. And for concealing targeted areas or dark circles, use the precision tip. Blend out with a concealer brush. And for your perfect shade, choose your skin's intensity level from ultra light to very deep, and then your undertone, which is cool, neutral, or warm. Now, also on their site, they do have a description of helping you break down what your skin's undertone is if you are unsure of that. So now we are going to get into testing this out. And throughout the day, we will be checking in here. I will be showing you this in direct sunlight, in natural sunlight. I will show you it with a flash, and I will check in at 5 and 10 hours and also swatch this for you. I am on the hunt for a good concealer. So this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer in the color 3C. I, in the past, have had the Double Wear one, which to me, under my eyes, was just way too heavy. I'm not putting any corrector on today. Oh, this is like, it reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, the really big. I'm not sure what I think of this color. I don't know about this. It's a little bit yellow looking. We're going to do one with a brush and one with a sponge. Okay, actually, when it smooths in, I'm not putting eyeshadow on today, so I'm going over my eye area, my eyelid. I'm actually shocked. I didn't think that was going to work, color-wise. I will also show it to you swatched against others that are my favorites. But I like, ooh, I like how that does that with the sponge. Okay, I like the sponge better than the, with the brush. This is gonna be interesting. So we'll see how this wears. Okay, so I like this more than I thought. When I put it on, I thought it was going to be way too orange. Something about it looks very nice under the eyes. It looks very healthy, and I don't have a corrector on, which typically I have to have. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like it's settling. It has some sort of like reflective property, but not like, you know, when we're over 40, the last thing we want is something that like shines or reflects light. But something about this just has, it's not drawing attention to it. That's the only thing I can figure out. I am liking this. I'm quite surprised. I will show you swatches of this. Again, some of my other favorites. I will also take some photos and see if they flash back at all under the eyes, and we will look at it in natural light and in direct sunlight. Okay, so looking at this concealer in indirect indoor daylight, it looks pretty good, guys. I'm kind of impressed with this with no corrector. Let's see what it looks like if I take a picture with a flash. Sometimes they flash back under the eyes. Nope, it looks decent. My hair looks horrible, but it looks decent. Let's take a look at it in a darker light and then we'll go outside. In the hallway, we're gonna take a look at it and see how it flashes with a brighter flash. Let's see what this looks like. Still no flashback. Still looks good. Doesn't look crepey, which sometimes they do. And it doesn't look too light. So now let's go outside and take a look at it. We are inside getting ready to go out in indirect light. This is what we look like. And let's see what it looks like out in direct sunlight. Let's see if it looks crepey or dry. That's usually what happens. It looks a little dry under the eyes. I'm trying to keep my eyes open. I'm interested to see what this looks like. I always like to see these tests outside afterwards. All right, here's hoping. We want to talk about swatches here. First of all, this one here, this is not a concealer. This is the Tarte CC corrector that I tend to use under my eyes a lot. This one here is my perfect match version. This is the Lime Life 03 concealer. Then this one here is the Dior Forever, the new Conceal and Correct or something. I forget the full name of it. I'll have it listed here in the color 3CR. And then the one we have on today right now, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant in the color 3C. I would definitely say this one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone to it, which actually may end up working out for me in the summertime when I have a little bit more color to me. However, these two here are almost exactly the same, and they are a perfect match for me. So looking at them out here in the natural daylight, I pretty much have the same opinion. This one definitely has a little bit more of an orange undertone to it than these two here, and the corrector is definitely a much brighter color. 5-hour check-in. Let's check this. I will say it has settled slightly, and I'm talking right up under my lash line, more so on this side than this eye. I mean, I can just wipe at it and it moves okay, but leaves a little bit of a line. I find a little bit of my darkness is showing through just slightly, but I may be able to reduce that by putting a corrector on first. The color is good. The feel is good. It doesn't look crepey. It doesn't look dry. So not horrible, but not amazing. All right, guys, we are at 10 hours, and to be honest with you, I forgot to check it out in between. Usually I do. It's okay. It's not the best one I've used. It's not the worst one I've used. This side looks a little bit crepey in through the inner tear trough area, not in the outer corners, just in this area. And this one kind of settled up close to the lash line. That happens a lot to me. I think it's okay. It's good. It's better than some I've tried, but it's not as good as others I've tried. This product is made to cover dark circles. It did a good job of covering my dark circles. As I mentioned, this area right here is a little crepey looking, so I'm noticing a little bit of darkness, but nothing crazy. It has a 12-hour wear and a radiant finish. I don't notice the radiant finish part, guys. I don't notice drying, but I don't notice a radiant finish. Maybe that's for people that don't have to set with powder under the eyes. If I didn't set with powder, the concealer would not stay on me at all. It keeps you moisturized and glowy. I think the Dior one does a better job of that, to be honest with you. This got a little bit dry and crepey. The Dior one did not. It says it brightens. I don't notice any brightening. And it says it minimizes fine lines. I don't think it minimized my fine lines. I mean, it didn't make them more noticeable, except for in this little tear trough area and that one line up under my eye here. But it wasn't like, yes, that I'm not noticing the darkness. I'm not noticing the fine lines. It's just a good middle of the road concealer. It is a nice concealer. It is definitely one that I will enjoy and use. It's just not a wow product yet. It is definitely a nice one. It's definitely one that I will keep and have and use in rotation. I will play with this as well, using a corrector under it and some things like that to see how it does. If I do those things, I do update about those over on my Instagram. So if you are not yet following my Instagram, please go follow me there, because in stories, which is mini little videos like this, I give you guys thoughts on something I'm trying, if I've changed it, if I'm trying something different after I posted this review up. So as always, guys, I will post additional wear test videos right up here if you're interested in seeing any others. And as always, if you're not yet subscribed, there's a little photo of me right there. If you could click that and follow along, it'd be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day.